So welcome back to Copa Aconcagua, and we got Sobek on Sicilians up against Tomiakd on Mayans. And we're here in the main event group stages. Game 2 between these guys with Sobek successful in the first. This time we've got a nice land map. Nice open one as well, so we should see some aggression from our players. And sorry, Chen, I forgot to start this with, is it Capture Assist or whatever it's called? Capture Age. Built-in mod for observing. I'll have to do that next time. Our players just gathering a little bit for now. We'll be looking to get on their wood lines. From here, going to take the rhinos. Everything looks so new and modern indeed. It's cool. The gold and stone mines don't look like absolute rubbish. It's nice, man. HD was also a nice improvement too. But everything just looks just a lot nicer in DE. Be hard to ever go back. And this extra level of zoom is also pretty handy. So we've got Sobek taking the rhino. Tommy looking to try and lure the ostriches back home before he worries too much about luring one of the rhinos. Oh no, here he's going to do it anyway. Sorry, take that back. He is going to lure. It looks like he is going to mill his berries. Tommy gonna go for a berries opening. Oh, and looks like Sobek gonna have the mill as well. Last aid wall being thrown down now by Tommy. Sobek now not walling up, not adding any production. It's a little bit too early to worry about that. This just keeps Tommy's gold safe, I suppose, from the scout cab. And from later unit harass. Age up on the way for Sobek. Tommy's not quite on the way, but he is going to go for an early barracks before he's actually worrying about aging up here. He's going to start creeping ahead in the Vil count while his opponent is taking that age up. But we've got Mayans who do start with that extra villager as well, and a little bit extra resource conservation for the early game. Well, a hunter heading out to try and wall up a little bit. Where's all this food over here? And he's getting his other rhino now. Sobek just aging up and getting some wood. Tommy, his age up on the way. Barracks finished, he hasn't trained any man-at-arms just yet. gathering a bit of more wood. So I'm going to start this gold gathering. The barracks now for Sobek. A bit later, but his age up right on cue. And so now he can actually throw down a stables or a range not far behind this. Tommy just walling himself in at the start of the game here. Taking no chances. So how early do you need to wall? Well, I guess this early. Tommy's feed load's only slightly slower than Sobek's. Sobek also going to start walling up a little. These straggler trees are actually close enough that he can really gather without too much worry about walking distance. There we go, he's adding a couple more farms now. So now, Tommy, Lions, gonna start adding some archers, really inexpensive for the Mines player. Or Sobek, playing Sicilians. So, going to rely on strong farming. And use donjons as an improved watchtower. A bit of a slower game between our players, considering they're walling up so much. Sobek even going to use his blacksmith as the corner segment of his wall there. So both our players on barracks and range. So Tommy starting to train some archers now. He has deleted part of the palisade segment, so he can actually rally them out of here. Try and go for the scout cav. So Sobek just going to retreat for now. There's already this little group units come and harass, and the Eagle Scout on the far side of the palisade can deny any repairing here. So Sobek, we're trying to focus down the Eagle Scout. It's not going to quite work for him, but another one's going to attempt it. There are some bowmen here to back this up. They can, sorry, some archers, so they can actually work away at these villages, but Sobek has some skirms to try and pick up the archers with. These guys will be able to kill the archers with ease. Sobek just cleaning things up for now. Tommy, his initial harass only really resulting in a bit of damage in some of the villages, although I don't think he got one of them in the end. So Tommy up a villager at the moment. But his archers are not going to fare too well against these skirms. Really going to trade inefficiently against the counter, but Tommy doing well to focus down the low ones there.
Shot it.
The Eagle Scouts now into assist. These guys don't take a lot of damage from the skirms though. Tommy really hunkered down behind this. A market being constructed for him, so he can go to castle if he wants. He's just trying to harass Sobek for the minute. He's doing well to defend with skirms, but he may lose one here. The Eagle Warrior. Eagle Scout, sorry. The skirms don't trade all that well to anything other than the archer line. This lion might be able to get a kill here. A little rough. Oh, Tommy gonna make it out, but that fella's only on 1 health now. Sobek, Castle Age, finishing up. Second barracks now for Tommy. He wants to go for Eagle spam. And his own Castle Age is on the way. So Tommy trying to use his Eagle and Archer. Ooh, that's a good pick off there by the Skirmisher. These Vils can probably fight quite well. Yeah, the Eagle Warrior needs to kill the Skirmisher. It looks like he's going to be able to kill the Archer. Well, the wood line here for Tommy is being harassed a little bit. There are only skirms. They're not going to kill anything terribly quickly, but does deny a little bit of gathering for the meanwhile. So the Eagle Scout goes down. The Archer surviving for now. There's another Eagle Scout just picking off patrolling skirmishers. Or a patrolling skirmisher. Not going to quite get him. Or he perhaps may here. Tommy again. Finding it hard to gather wood now on this map. He's really walled himself in from any other great wood source. Well, the Eagle Warrior able to get one of the skirms, but falling to the tower ultimately. And our Sicilian player now in castle is able to get a second town centre out. And Sobek is now facing a Castle Age opponent in Tomiakd as well. So Eagle Warrior upgrade research complete. These guys now going to fare quite well against ranged and cavalry from Sobek for the moment. Second town centre now. Tommy. The TC is probably the one building you don't need to necessarily put one tile back. Because your villagers can pretty much just gather straight underneath it. Everything else, no. But TCs, yeah. TC yay, others nay. For, you know, building, you know, not having to leave that one tile there. Like, I understand over here it's a great idea, as you can see. It just can fit more snugly. But over here, look, Sobek is right next to the gold mine there. Forward monastery here for Tommy. He wants to get control of these relics and also start getting conversions off. The scary Eagle Warrior army for him to have to deal with. He's having a garrison into the TC constantly here. Sobek behind this is going to be adding a whole bunch of knights. Not even worried about adding archers. He's just got what little scams he has just to help zone. Try and bait his opponent under the town centre. So Tommy's going to have to add some of his own siege or go to Imperial Age so he can really clean this up. He's still going to have to get a lot of resources to get there. And now he's going to take an engagement under the tower, under the town center. But he's just going to bleed Eagle Warriors. Now there's a great number of the knights there. The monk going to be useful in actually converting the odd villager and topping up the low Eagle Warriors so he can actually hit and run the town center constantly until he does take it. Not really having to worry too much about siege once he adds a handful more Eagle Warriors actually. Getting some spearmen now as well. Adding another monk too. Well, Sobek getting bloodline, so his knights are all going to be tankier. Sobek doing what he can through this, but slightly faster second town center. And he's actually up by 19 Vil Pop at the moment. So we're going to see a bit of a raid attempt here at Tommy. But there's not really anywhere for him to get through just yet. Tommy's going to try and convert some of these villages. Quite nice for him to do. So it really harms Sobek's eco. He has to use other vills to try and work away at them so they don't go for some sort of forward tower or forward castle. But in saying that, this is a nice castle here from Sobek, and it's really going to punish the forward buildings here of Tommy, while the knights massed up really strongly here by the Sicilian player. Going to trade reasonably with the Eagle Warriors. It might be just enough knights to clean up the Eagle Warriors here. I think he ultimately needs a handful more pikes or some range in the backline. I'll actually cut them down as well. So Tommy, his army just folds there. Sobek really wipes that one out. He's got a handful more pikes now. So the Eagle Warriors, as much as they are faster than the pikes, it's not as cost effective in actually fighting against knights, particularly against a civ with bloodlines. Now sergeants being added, sergeants being added in the mix. Or is it sergeants? I don't know. But now the relics, Tommy, under a lot of threat, or the relic, sorry. He's actually built some houses inside his opponent's base. A little bit cheap. Knights trying to bait the pikes in range of the castle. Sobek sacks a few more buildings in the center of the map here of Tommy's. He's got the 3 TCs behind this, but so does Sobek. So both our players pretty phenomenal economies, but Tommy just struggling with the Vil count at the moment. You know, he's really struggling for wood. Turning it into the food he needs. It's putting a bit too much emphasis on the military production, perhaps. He's not training out of that third town center. That might be what's costing him here. And Sergeant's going to really make it hard for the pikemen to just collapse onto the knights. University being constructed now for Tommy. Sobek streaming forward the mix of infantry and knights, and he can actually forward build the donjons with his infantry here and force his opponent to have to take a trade with all the pikemen. So the Donjon, is it going to get finished up? I think he's got just enough here. He's going to clean up the pikes, and Tommy, GG. Sobek is taking the series 2-0.